Hello, I'm Trevor Herman. I'm a counselor in Asheville, North Carolina. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I make these videos primarily for current and prospective clients to learn new skills, to practice skills we've tried in therapy, or to gain new information or refresh information about mental health and wellness and resilience. If you're not a client, not interested in being a client, please enjoy the videos as well. They can be helpful for just about anyone. If you are in a mental health emergency, please stop watching the video and call 911. Please don't try to contact me in the event of an emergency. I hope that you enjoy the videos, get something out of them, and if you want to subscribe to my channel, that's great. If you enjoy the video, please hit like, that's helpful to me, and enjoy. Welcome back. Today we're going to explore more of why self-care can be important and helpful. And today I'd like to take a different perspective than I previously spoke about and just realize that many of us have been trained from birth or later in life, depending on our circumstances and upbringing, to tie our self-worth to external things. For example, some of us may feel that we are quite worthwhile while being productive at work, that being responsive to emails, speaking up in meetings, producing good reports, making money, teaching children, caring well for patients, all of these things are valuable and promote a sense of self-worth. And that's great. I hope everybody enjoys their work or their role as a parent or a role as a caregiver or whatever it is. However, it can go past enjoyment to a point where we forget that we have worth outside of that form of productivity or self-sacrifice. We may find that we have become so engaged in one or more of these activities that we forget how to value ourselves simply for ourselves. Meaning that if I'm raising children and pouring myself, all of myself, into raising my children for years and years, and then my children go off to college and leave and become adults and make their own way, I may have a really hard time finding my way. I may have lost my sense of purpose when my children left the house. Or maybe I poured my heart and soul into my career, worked so hard, made tons of money, look forward to retirement, sort of. But then I get to retirement, and a year later, I'm bored. I've done all the golfing I can manage. I've traveled to beaches. I bought a camper. Turns out I hate my camper. And I lack purpose. These are pretty common stories, and there are countless other versions of this. And so many of us as adults have a tendency to give selflessly in one or more areas of our life, to the point that we ignore or repress our own needs. And for more on that topic, I would refer you to the excellent, informative, terrifying, and uplifting book by Gabor Mate, When the Body Says No. He does an excellent job of laying out the evidence for overgiving and selfless giving and repression of needs promoting illness. And even if we don't give to the point or ignore ourselves to the point of making ourselves sick, we may not be feeding our contentment or our happiness due to the imbalance. And so one way to reach for some balance is to be deliberate, intentional, and caring about injecting some self-care into our routine. For example, someone who is working 70 or 80 hours a week, which is a lot by any standard, may find that carving out 2 hours a week to go to 2 yoga classes for 45 minutes each is really hard at first. That sacrificing those 2 hours of work time is really anxiety provoking, scary almost, because we've tied our worth to the achievement at work. But if we just say twice a week, we make an agreement with ourselves or a family member that I'm just going to try this twice a week, we may find over time that it becomes a tangible reminder that I am worth something outside of what I can do at work. Not only is the yoga practice helping my body feel more fulfilled, it is something I can point to as I am worth caring for. I have worth outside of my ability to care for others, to make money, to be productive, to be a good parent, to be a good teacher. I have my own worth. So sometimes starting a self-care practice, as agonizing as it can feel, becomes the tangible reminder that I have my own worth outside of what I believe others ascribe to me. And it's hard to place value on that. Reclaiming or relearning or learning for the first time that I have my own worth can be transformational, even if it takes a lot of time to get there. Even if the change is incremental and over time, it may result in something transformational. I may become a better parent. I may become a better nurse, a more inspirational teacher. Because almost paradoxically, I carved out the time to care for myself. So that's yet another take on why self-care activities, I think, are worthwhile and can have enormous and life-changing benefit over time. Don't expect to start a self-care activity and transform in a week. We're usually talking about months and years, which can be part of the reason it's hard to start caring for the self. It takes time to learn or relearn that I have value and that I can enjoy something just for its own sake and enjoy being with myself again, even when I'm not giving to others. Thank you.